allegiance to the flag, of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we need to approve the minutes from the May 6th meeting, please. Approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, public comments.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I have a couple questions about the proposed budget. I see there's 4.5 million for electric and water, but the schools and the roads are severely lacking. Where is the budget gonna be coming from? Are we the taxpayers and are basically the main front of this, or are we getting it from the business owners and all that?
Normally isn't a back and forth, it's public comment, but if you want to stop in the city hall, I can explain those.
I would like to.
Yeah, please do. Yep.
Okay, is that all? Thank you.
2023, Roswell City Council voted to broadcast the city council meetings, which passed. This council meets twice a month, which would be approximately 16 meetings, but yeah, only 5 have been uploaded. You think we can maybe get those uploaded?
Address that right now. We just talked about it before the meeting. We had some technical issues that we're working with the company that runs our website and we're getting that straightened out.
Yeah, but only 5 meetings have been uploaded.
Yeah. We're addressing.
Okay, is that all? Thank you.
Really limited to one comment.
There'll be another time at the end.
I was just curious about if the migrants are also gonna be involved in paying for some of this, or
Okay. All right, approve the agenda. Any additions, corrections? Okay, need a motion to approve the agenda? No. All in favor? Okay, we have our public hearing proposed ordinance for our number 353 fiscal year 24-25 budget and our millage rate.
You asked for public comment.
So we have a public comment for our proposed mills or our tax ordinance. You can get that out. Any public comments on that?
what is millage exactly?
What's it for?
Total millage rate.
The millage rate will be 17.6471.
What does millage mean?
It's the operating millage. It's that per thousand on your taxable value is charged for the taxes that come to the city.
Okay, so basically like every 1,000 of the property or whatever it's worth is taxed upon.
Yes. And our general operation is $51,554,392.
Okay,
When does the DDA present their proposed budget, and then when does city council pass that?
this is just the
This is it.
public,
This is
this is our, the DDA submits this part of this budget right now. Is that what you're asking?
Well, their proposed budget.
It's in this budget. It's, yep.
The DDA is broken out.
It's in all that budget, yep, that,
Yep, it's called Downtown Development Authority was on page
On the second page.
3 of the ordinance that was in the packet. Is the DDA budget. It was in the packet that, Bachler posts.
okay. Any others? Correspondence, we have our DTE, our Michigan Public Service Commission, our Comcast, our Semco, and our cemetery minutes.
Make a motion, we do the correspondence. Can't think of the word.
Receive and file?
Yes.
That's what you. Second. Any questions on that? Okay, thank you. Administrative report?
Just a couple things. Body Construction is gonna be planning to have, the grinders in town on June 3rd. That's when our, street projects for this summer. We'll start on Ward, Brown, and then finish up toward the end of the summer with Davis. We're planning some additional sidewalks and walkways within those projects and also some street projects for ourselves that will coincide with those water main projects. So June 3rd, they were expected a little sooner, but they're doing the big project in Sandusky and they've run into some hiccups there. So they got a little delayed coming down here. That's all I have.
Did we, do we bid our projects that we're doing separate?
We do that separately.
We're bidding those separate?
Yep.
Okay,
Excuse me, Rob.
Yeah, I'm having them engineered, so we're getting plans and amounts and stuff like that in preparation for a bid.
okay, perfect.
Point of procedure, we didn't vote. We for the correspondence.
All in favor of it. The correspondence, I said receive file.
I didn't hear the vote.
Okay.
Okay.
Receive and file, motion made.
They all in favor.
We all in favor?
Yeah, aye.
Okay. All right, council members report, nothing for me. Denise?
I'm good.
Don?
Just getting comments on the gazebo at Harrington Street Park. People are appreciative that it's been rehabbed.
Okay.
That all? Okay, Sal?
The only thing I had, and I got information on it, is on the swinging bridge. Facelift on the swinging bridge, what we're gonna do, and what's this, Parks and Recreation right on top of it, so.
Randy?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay, thank you. No unfinished business, our new business, we have to close the public hearing. So the first motion we need is to close the public hearing.
Move.
Roll call. We have a motion.
Support.
Roll call vote, please.
Maury,
Yes.
Sloan. Yes. Hernandez.
Yes.
Willis,
Yes.
Butler.
Yes. Second motion, we need to adopt the mill rate of 17.6471.
Moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Sloan. Yes. Hernandez.
Yes.
Maury,
Yes.
Willis,
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Third motion is to adopt ordinance number 353, the 24-25 budget.
Move.
Support. There, Randy's got it.
Roll call.
Was that Lisa? Nope. Maury,
Yes.
that Willis,
Mhm.
Willis,
Yes.
Sloan.
Yes.
Hernandez, Butler.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Item B, our water rate.
So we had proposed, historically, we proposed 2% rate increases. The project that we received a grant for that's upcoming in next fiscal year, the $7.4 million grants, in getting our bond rating, we looked at debt service and we are recommending to take the 2% to a 4.6% to cover debt service for the $7.4 million project that is scheduled for next summer and the summer after that.
It's been our historic increases.
2%
In periodicity, has it always been yearly?
yearly.
Mhm.
Yep,
Every budget year.
yeah, historically, and the 2% is usually we have some other bonding issues and the USDA requires us to do a minimum 2% increase.
All
So
right.
normally we do that. In most cases, that has kept up with our cost of providing service, but this year we're taking on that $7.4 million bond. 50% of it is a grant. And for that debt service, that gets passed on to the commodities.
So our 2% would have been $22.70. Now it's gonna go to $23.27. Instead of our
That's if it was a flat rate, just
Yeah,
to give you,
2%, yeah.
just to give you an idea.
per dollar.
All right, so next year, Are we still gonna do it too? Or are we gonna let this ride for a year?
No, it'll probably be in this area for the next 3 years. That's usually when you're bonding, you have to take those first 3 years to catch up with that debt service. And then it tends to level out after that.
Project should be done and completed, and we're getting money from Michigan Sugar, I
No,
went-
this is water main. This is water
oh, the
main.
water main, sorry.
Yeah, with the wastewater project, we're not having to do rate increases beyond the
Right.
federal required 2% rate increase.
Tracking.
Yep. So I would ask for that increase. We can keep it at 0. This is not a requirement. It just helps with our bond rating. And it is eventually gonna have to, come into play.
So I need a motion to amend the 2% water increase to 4.6%. Would be our motion.
Make a motion.
Andy? Sal, roll call vote, please.
Willis,
Yes.
Hernandez, Maury,
Yes.
Sloan,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
5 days, 0 nays, motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay. Item C is our assessor bids. Let's see, we submitted that.
We rebid because we couldn't get, the commitment to time on site once a week. So we rebid it with that as a requirement. We received one bid. It's been reviewed. We interviewed, Heather. I didn't personally, but, Sue and Sue did. And our hire recommended that we approve that bid.
This Heather, that when you're talking about this Heather.
Other Stu.
Yeah.
What's the difference between her and Barb? I mean, how much of an increase is it?
I think Barb was at $12.
Right now.
Hers is 13. But there's some stuff, so what she's already helping us straighten out some stuff. We have some requirements that we have to post to our website. She's up to speed with that. It's gonna help us meet some additional regulations that we weren't able to do before, so. We're already making some improvements based on her recommendations. She has to get started.
Make a motion that we approve the hiring of Heather Stewart for our assessor.
Second.
Yep. I see you're looking.
In the motion, the contract shall be on a this is if you want, on a continuing basis until one party notifies the other in writing on or before May 30th of the year that it is to be terminated on June 30th.
Yep, that's what I said.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, we typically have that in.
This is what is in Barb, so I didn't know if this is what
Yeah,
you wanted to
And
do.
that just says if we're happy after the first, we don't have to rebid it every year. We usually went 2-3 years, and as long as we were pleased with the service, we would just let the contract auto renew.
And she has listed all her commitments to us in her things that you guys have.
With no increase on every year, right?
That's not gonna be the contract. I just want that statement.
Yep.
So it probably have to be looked at, like Barb, we would look at her every year and I'd say, Barb,
Yep.
increase if you want to increase and it went out for bid.
Okay, so long as she's not increasing, then we'll.
Yep, then it auto.
That's for
Yep.
canceling.
Yep.
Denise made motion.
Maury seconded.
Sure.
Roll call vote, please.
Sloan? Yes. Maury?
Yes.
Willis?
Yes.
Hernandez? Butler?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you.
Next item is our wastewater wants to buy a lawnmower.
Yep, it's budgeted in this fiscal year. They still they have the money available. He did receive 3 bids and he is recommending the purchase of the John Deere for 13.
77402.
Thank you.
Will the other departments be able to borrow this lawnmower or it's gotta stay?
Historically, wastewater kind of they have their own stuff they take care of, so they usually buy their own mower. Parks and Rec, or excuse me, the cemetery board will buy every other year, one for the DPW, and then the DPW uses equipment fund sometimes to purchase one.
When was the last time we bought a mower for wastewater?
Oh, gosh,
It's been a while.
6-7 years ago.
It's been a while.
Yeah, they last for quite a while for them. They're
I
not
think-
as aggressive as.
I think they
DPW.
bought one and we handed it down or took it. for
Yeah, there was some
DPW.
moving around. We were trying to do that with this year, but some of the pieces, they just got too old and they're not worth trying to service. So we're gonna put them up for auction.
So we're eliminating the oldest one. Oldest,
Well, this would just be the wastewater one, not really the oldest
the
one.
wastewater.
EPW is running one,
Yeah.
2-year-old one, and then, the one was a year, so 5 years maybe.
Yep.
It's a little older.
John Deere, the oldest, the newest one?
John Deere's newest one, yeah.
So-
Greg bought that one when he was here, so yeah. Then we bought an X-Mark the year before that.
So how long you said been since we gotten for one for,
Wastewater's about 6 or 7 years.
It's been a while.
they only have the one?
What's our maintenance and service, on our mowers?
We change our own oil or blades, stuff like that, but if it has to be worked on, the motors and stuff, we don't have mechanics, so we'll send that to Tri-County. But we do our own preventative maintenance.
So we need a motion to approve the purchase of the John Deere zero turn from Tri-County for wastewater.
Make motion to approve that.
Okay.
All in favor?
I,
Motion carried. Okay, delinquent utility bills, tax roll time.
Yeah, this is a resolution we have to pass every year in order to roll those over.
Some have already been paid.
Okay, not as many. We need a motion to buy the delinquent utility bills. That'd be the resolution.
Mhm.
Oh,
second,
Roll call vote, please.
Sloan,
yes.
Lori,
yes.
Willis,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carried.
Thank you.
Next is our competitive bid. Motion to cap it.
Yeah, so in the charter, we set our competitive bidding by resolution, so I'm not recommending any changes. That 5,000 limit, it tends to be a good spot. If we go above that, I bring it to council.
Make a motion
Any
to
issue with
accept.
that, right?
Unless council has, if they're okay with me okaying up to 5,000, beyond that, I come to council.
I know we ran into this problem with the tractor up there
Yeah,
getting
there-
fixed. but
yeah, there
that
was-
was something that was
yeah.
out of our control, so.
I'll usually try and explain that out.
Yep. Okay, we got a motion?
Donald has a question.
Do you want any language in this to alleviate anything like we occurred this year with the ambulance acquisition? You're on a time crunch and it was over.
There is some wording that we can say it's an emergency or a sole source item. I'm comfortable with it. That was just one of those, should have just made some more calls. But it's still, I was pleased with that decision and the piece of equipment we got. So. But we run into that very rarely.
I think
I'd be comfortable with how it stands.
I think if, in a extreme emergency,
Yeah, just.
we're
making
okay
phone
with it.
calls.
Just make
Yeah.
sure we know about it.
Yep,
So
yep.
we got a motion?
I make a motion.
Second,
Or all in favor?
Nope.
Vote, roll call vote, please.
Sloan,
Yes.
Lori,
yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Willis,
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carried.
Resolution.
Thank you.
Okay, all the comments again?
Okay, back to my question earlier, well, maybe not a question, it's a comment, are the migrants at all gonna be responsible for any of this? They live here, we pay for the housing, and they work and they make all this money, they can send all their money back. Why is it upon the taxpayer ourselves to pay for all of this? And obviously, like, it's not just us. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, sorry if I am.
Again, stop in and see Dave, he can explain all that to you.
Right.
Thank you.
You,
It's possible to get any public notices put on your live feed or on the council website, other than just published in the paper. Is there any way to get those put on to your live feed so that the public can be aware of those?
check it out. Thank you. Any others? Okay, pay the bills.
$231,839.44.
Move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carried. We do stand adjourned. Thank you.